Prism started as a software company. That software heritage and that development of software has been a springboard for everything that we've done. And our approach to managing projects is very software-centric. We architect our code in a software object-oriented methodology, and we appreciate the flexibility that Siemens offers in our ability to implement the same functionality in a number of different ways. Prism is focused on safety-critical projects. We take the AGVs and the AMRs and these free-ranging vehicles, and we make them safe enough to where passengers can ride on them. Reliability is extremely important. The things that we can do in the safety portion of the code exceeds that of some things that we can do with competitive products. And on life-critical systems, it's important that we have all the tools at our disposal to make sure that the application we deliver functions as safely as possible. And Siemens does an outstanding job in providing the tools for that. Simulation is central to our processes. The simulation piece allows us to test ahead of time. It reduces the time in the field, and it increases the reliability of the product when we're done. Siemens SIMIT is a great tool for validating systems. The way it seamlessly integrates in with our code, whether we can run in a physical PLC or a virtual PLC, it reduces our reliance on having hardware at the engineer's desk, and it allows them to provide exceptional quality output. Digital twin testing is a big advantage to our customers. Once we build the model, it helps us in the development process, commissioning process. It helps us in the validation process. But then we can turn that model over to the customer when the project is done. And when they have maintenance changes that they need to make to our applications, they can revalidate those against the digital twin. Prism appreciates the partnership that Siemens has formed with NVIDIA and the compute modules that they're building. And what we're doing with it is we're taking vision systems and then applying ML to extract information from cameras to solving OT problems. Being able to do that at the plant floor level is remarkable. We can actually determine intent using ML. So we can tell if someone is focusing in the wrong thing, and we can highlight that. That's valuable to our customers, and they want to be alerted if someone is doing something that's outside the norm, and the Siemens hardware allows us to do that. The convergence of IT and OT is critical now. I've frequently told people that 20 years ago I could walk into any plant in America and I could fix a problem if they had a machine that was down, because the systems were isolated. Today, everything is part of an enterprise level system. And the complexity extends beyond just the particular machine we're working on. It ties into databases, higher level software systems. And that complexity strains the network infrastructure. And one of the things that we're seeing with digital factories is that more and more components are trying to connect wirelessly or over the network. And as we have more devices that are trying to utilize a limited medium, we have contention. And that's driving opportunity in the IT/OT field. The biggest challenge that I see in uniting the hardware and software worlds is the different skill sets that are required. The control automation is a well understood, but the tools and the software development methodologies that you use are different. So when we start looking at simulation, you need more graphics, you need more 3D modeling. It pulls in skill sets that a lot of the classical systems integrators may not have at their disposal. We're going to need to change, we're going to need to evolve, and we're going to have to rise up to the challenge of employing a more diverse workforce where we're including software developers and database people and graphic artists and lots of skill sets that aren't required if we're just doing factory automation. The Siemens partners have been collaborating for years. And so we've driven a culture of collaboration. We have skills that they need, they have skills that we need, and that collaboration is going to make everybody stronger.